Hello friends, Mandar here. I'm back with another video. While we are waiting for the results from the United States, I wanted to give you some news from Canada. The government has announced higher level of immigration for the next 3 years. So if you're interested in this topic, watch this video until the end and let's get started. If you are here for the first time, welcome. My name is Mandar and I make immigration related videos for US and Canada. I'm not an immigration lawyer, so whatever I say in this video or on my channel is for information purpose only. And if you like this video, please hit the like button and consider subscribing to my channel. Now let's get started. On October 30th, the government of Canada declared that they are going to increase the level of immigration to Canada in the next 3 years. So they had set 3 years limit in the past as well. In 2017, they put a yearly limit of about 360,000 immigrants per year in the year 2018, 19 and 20. So this year they have revised these estimates based on the impact of the global pandemic. There was a little bit of a slowdown in incoming immigrants to Canada in the last year, which is 2020. Now what they are doing is, one of the things, increase the level of economic immigrants. So increase the level of people coming in who are highly educated and skilled and who would enter into the Canadian economic market and directly contribute to Canada's economy. So let's look at the actual website, what it says. I'll just give you a summary and then we can go into the details what it means. So here, as you can see on the canada.ca website, the government of Canada announces plan to support economic recovery through immigration. And this is directly from IRCC, which is Immigration, Refugee and Canadian and Citizenship Canada. So this came out on October 30th. As you can see, the Minister Marco Mendicino, Minister of Immigration and Refugee of Citizenship, which is IRCC, tabled the 2021 to 2023 immigration level plan today, which sets out a path for responsible increases to immigration, increases to immigration targets to help Canadian economy recover from COVID-19, drive future growth and create jobs for middle class Canadians. So this is a very important step in the right direction. So while a lot of countries are closing the doors for immigrants or economic immigrants, Canada is actually looking at this as an opportunity to attract high skilled talent to their workforce. This is a very smart move from the Canadian perspective. Usually, if you look at it from an immigration perspective, there are a lot of different countries that attract immigrants. So there is always a competition between the countries to attract the top talent. United States is by far the largest attractor of immigrants, followed by Australia, New Zealand, UK and Canada. Now during this time when a lot of these countries are actually restricting immigrants, Canada has opened its door. Now mind you, Canada was one of the first countries to close its borders for the global pandemic, and it has been able to control the spread to a far better extent than many other countries. But at the same time, they have seen the slowness in the immigration process because of the same reason. So now they are planning to expand the numbers so that they can recoup the loss of immigration that has happened in this year 2020. So which is good news for a lot of immigrants who have been waiting to migrate to Canada and haven't been able to do so because the scores were either very high or things like that. So before I go into the impacts, let's look at other particulars that are in this letter. So further it goes on to say that pandemic has highlighted the contribution of immigrants to the well-being of our communities across all sectors of the economy. Our healthcare system relies on immigrants to keep Canadians safe. Other industries such as information technology companies and our farmers and producers also rely on the talent of newcomers to maintain supply chain, expand their business and in turn create more jobs for Canadians. So they clearly appreciate the contribution of the immigrants to the Canadian economy. Although IRCC continued to accept and process applications throughout the pandemic, the global travel restrictions and capacity constraints led to a shortfall in admission over the last several months. To compensate for the shortfall, aim to continue welcoming immigrants at a rate of about 1% of population of Canada. which is huge. So what are these numbers? So they are looking at 401,000 permanent residents in 2021. That is a big increase, about 40,000 permanent resident increase in year over year. They are looking at 411,000 in 2022, 421,000 in 2023. So they will be increasing by 10,000 every year from 2021 to 2023. As compared to the previous plans, which were targeted at around 351,000 in 2021 and 361,000 in 2022. So this is a huge increase. It is about 60,000 permanent residents per year increase over their previous plan. Now this multi-year plan recognizes the importance of family unification and Canada's global commitment to protecting those at most risk through refugee resettlement. Highlights of the plan also include an increase in admission over the 3 years of the plan to make up for the shortfall in 2020. So basically they are saying that the 50 or 60,000 increase per year is to cover the shortfall they have experienced in 2020. Then the second point is a focus on economic growth with about 60% of admission to come from economic class. So they are going to focus on economic class because those are the people who have skills and education to come in and directly enter the Canadian job market and start contributing to Canada's economy right away. So which is a smart move in my opinion. Now here is another interesting point. They are going to give additional points for French speaking candidates under express entry to promote the growth of francophones communities outside of Quebec. There are a lot of people who are willing to learn French in order to improve their CRS score, and this is going to help them because they are going to get additional points and get that score bumped up a little bit so that they are able to qualify for Canada permanent residency. They are also committing to up to 500 refugees over the next 2 years through economic mobility pathway projects. So they are going to give permanent residency to those asylum claimants who worked in front lines during the pandemic, during this given period. This kind of concludes that we are going to see higher level of immigration to Canada in the next 3 years. Now what does this mean to you? So all of those people who are waiting to immigrate to Canada but are finding their CRS score a little short, they're going to see the CRS score drop a little bit. So I'm saying a little bit, not too much, because there is going to be a long lineup, a lot of immigrants that are going to be willing to come to Canada. So number of permanent resident cards that are going to be given out in these years are going to be increased. At the same time, the demand is also going to be there. So which means that although the CRS score may fall, it will not fall significantly. I'm thinking about 5 to 10 points decrease from the current scores of 470 and above to around 460. That is what my speculation is. But regardless, this is a great news for a lot of immigrants who are wishing to migrate to Canada while other countries are closing the door for them. So I thought I would give this news out to people who are interested in migrating to Canada. If you like this video, please hit the like button and consider subscribing to my channel. With the changes that are happening in US, I'm going to make a lot of videos in the upcoming days. All of those are going to be interesting, so stay tuned. And I'll see you in the next one.